Hey guys, it's Sloan again for Apotheosis. Currently, we're in the top 100, and I recorded this on a live stream, a birthday live stream. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as me. It's this kind of base again. So we do want to come in, I think, Road Champion for this monolith. But where else? So the sweepers are here. We can use a giant arrow from this elixir collector, get this core. Okay, I'm thinking. Then we might have to use the Minion ability back here. I'm thinking. Okay, let's just go for it. So at 256, we'll drop the invis. This Tesla from over here is nice. I'll keep her over here longer. That's what we're looking for. Get her more value too. At 250, she go invis from the Spear Fox. Here we go. Then at 246, we'll drop the invis. She'll get this monolith down and these skeletons. That's nice. Then at 240, she'll go invis from the Spear Fox. Hitting that king is not ideal. Pull back the at 236, drop the invis. At 230, Spear Fox is dead. Okay. I'm just going to let her die. She got the funnel down over there. Sweeper. Aim for the core, excuse me, not the sweeper. We won't really have to get the sweeper there. Place the icicle and tank for the ricochet cannon. Dragon's here to help. 3 there. Just because it's high HP. That's the same HP as the Eagle. Eagle was like 5,500. So it's good to get that hero hull down to help make the funnel. And then here, waiting to send the blimp. Just waiting, just waiting. Unfortunately, dragons did spread a little bit. I'm going to freeze the sweeper back here. Clone the town hall. Rage the town hall. Yetis get that entire core. Alright, we'll use this minion prince ability on his sweeper right here. Help get that back in. Then we can... Oh, the Yetis not get all of this over here? Okay. That's a little unfortunate. I wonder what killed them so early. I guess that rage got them pretty good. Rage dragons get through this sweeper. So I'll use the Royal Champion revive to help get that core. That king's down. Okay. I have the invis here to help get that multi. Get these scatters. And once she gets all the way over there, we can just invis her and she'll help with that. This attack is looking a little dicey right here. I'm not even gonna lie. So we gotta figure out what exactly went wrong with the Yetis. How did they not get as much value as I was looking for? Did they hit a tornado trap? That's what I'm thinking happened. I'm gonna have to figure that out because I don't want attacks to be as close as this. Because this is not ideal. We're still gonna get the 3-star here, but it's gonna be way closer. So the dragons did spread 2 ways. I think that was definitely a factor. So I should have funneled deeper. Or I should have went more on the queen of the dragons, put them all over on this left side. I think that would have been better. They would have came in from here and went all this way. Instead of spreading out, we would have got through here quicker. Yeah, I think that was it. If you guys are enjoying the video, I'd appreciate if you guys liked and subscribed. I really do appreciate it. Okay, invis by the town hall, so we have to snipe it with the giant arrow. And I'm thinking we want to get this multi-arch tower with the royal champion. Just let her funnel this way, whatever path she takes. That'll get her the most value. Giant arrow. A queen's not gonna die because all these over there, all these ricochet cannons, so she'll be good. So we're just gonna focus now. At 256, we're gonna drop the invis. There we go. She can go left or right, or left and right. At 250, she can go invis from the Spear Fox. She's gonna go right. Okay. So at 246, drop the invis. I'm gonna get it where she walks over to the air defense. Not quite, but 240, she go invis from the Spear Fox. 236, drop the invis. 230. No, I'll just let her die here. Okay, I'm gonna come in from this top angle. Snipe the town hall. That's all I wanted. Drop the ice golem. Ice golem was probably bad placement there, actually. So we're gonna have these dragons fly over this part of the base, this left side, because that's where the high damage is gonna be. We're gonna wait to send the blimp. We're just gonna wait. Okay, we're about to pop the Warden's ability. I'm gonna rage through this part of the base. The clone is G. Drop the clone. Drop the rage for the Yetis. Help them get that monolith and that multi-arch tower. And that town hall, excuse me. I'm gonna have to freeze this splash damage in the core once the dragons fly there. They're about to. There we go. Freeze that. Minion Prince ability to get that multi-arch tower and that Inferno on the back end. There we go. Now just look for some cleanup while we wait for the Royal Champion. We're waiting because of these defenses right next to her. But she'd be able to get them out, actually. Help the dragons clear up faster. Yep. Okay. So now we're just going to get this single down. And then we're just going to have to worry about this air defense. The air defense is not going to do too much. So I'm going to drop the headhunter, help clean up back here. Invis is D. Okay, we got the Invis pulled. Now we're just going to Invis in this air defense. And now the dragons have no issues now. And the Royal Champion is healed back up because of the healers. And the Minion Prince is still up. Now Dragon's helping clean up around the base. This is a weird kind of base. You kind of just had to just play it by ear of which way the Royal Champion goes and just send your dragons the opposite side. I did not want the Queen to die early, but unfortunately she did die early. I was thinking she was going to live a while, but I was wrong about that. I should have waited to send the Ice Golem a little bit after, so she would have got some more value. This Headhunter does get some decent cleanup value. I tried doing an army of all Headhunters with Electro Boots. It did some damage, but it got like 98%. It's kind of fun, though. Okay, so let's see the base. It's a box base. I've noticed people like to fail. Well, they don't like to. They end up failing on these box bases, especially Rage Tower in the core. So we send the World Champion at this Wizard Tower, try to get this Monolith, get this value. We want this whole side of this base, at least the whole part of this base down the funnel. Because it's 3/3 for box bases. This is the RC side, this is the Yeti side, and the Queen side, and this is the Dragon side. That's what you want to have your attack ideally do. So at 56, we'll drop the Invis. There we go. Then at 250, she go Invis from the Spear Fox. You want Spear Fox walking to the Invis too. So there we go. At 246, drop the Invis. She's going to go to the Monolith. So that's going to be some good value there. At 240, she'll go Invis from the Spear Fox. There we go. And at 236, drop the Invis. She's going to go to this Expo, I think. Nope. But she's still in the Invis just barely, so we got lucky there. At 230, drop the Invis. At 230, she'll go Invis from the Spear Fox, excuse me. At 226, drop the Invis. She'll get one more cycle out of it. I'm going to drop an Archer just to lure the Ice Golems away. But we just tried Arrow. We got one Sweeper, but we didn't get much value there. Drop the Healer and the Ice Golem to the left, because we want the Queen to walk left. Dragons there to help funnel. We want these dragons to go right up the middle. So Dragons, Warden, Minion Prince. We're waiting to send the Blimp till they get in that multi-arch tower. We're going to send it from this far side because it's going to come in at an angle. We're going to have to make sure we drop the Freeze. Pop the Warden ability. Freeze is S. Okay. Oh, I accidentally popped the Blimp. I just accidentally popped the wrong thing. That's going to make this attack interesting. I just messed that up. Okay. So how can we recover this? Minion Prince, we need him. He got the Town Hall. Okay. Where's the Yetis? Clone the Yetis. Help get value there. Rage through this core. Okay. So now we need these Yetis to die from the Town Hall so they can get their Yeti mites in. But yeah, this is definitely playing by ear because I just pressed the wrong button there. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get this, but it's going to be close. Royal Champion, she's back here. We'll revive her. Because if we do end up getting this, it'll be very close on time from that mess up. This air defense is going to go down. This air defense is going to be annoying. Drop the cleanup back here. Any heroes up? Nope. So we'll need this Headhunter help clean up. I think we can get this, but it's going to be very, very close on time. Even though we messed up, we'll have to see. We're going to be very, very close on time here. Okay. We need this cleanup to go as quick as possible. I accidentally popped the Yeti Blimp way, way, way too soon. That's where the Yetis got popped at. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're going to time fail. We need the Royal Champion to head that way. We're going to get like 98%. So this could have been like a 1-star if we messed up, how we messed up, but we're end up getting like 98%. Unfortunate time fail. But a little mistake like that can really just ruin the attack from there. So unfortunately, We did not get a 3-star. Just because we time filled and messed up the blimp. Let's see the base we get. This is taking forever to pull up. It's this base again. So we want to get the monolith of the royal champion. That's what gives the most value. The queen, we have to make sure we drop the ice golem first to get rid of this ricochet cannon. Okay. So we just come in from here, let the king pull the royal champion in. At 256, we'll drop the invis over the wizard tower so we get to that X-bow. We have to be very careful with the invis on our royal champion here. 250 should go invis. There we go. At 246, we drop the invis. You have to be very, very careful when there's double heroes here with the invis. At 250 should go invis. I mean 240, excuse me. And at 236, drop the invis. I'm not sure which way she's going to go. You know what? I'll just let her die here. She got the value we needed. Send Archer up here just to pull those ice golems away. Use the ice golem to tank. Trigger everything. There we go. Now we're just going to use some dragons there to help make the funnel. We're just going to send the dragons on this path here. Okay, send the blimp in a second. We're going to wait. Okay, sending the blimp. Gonna pop the Warden ability now. Here we go. Rage on this side with the dragons. G for clone. Rage for the Yetis. Help the Yetis get that core down. Here we go. The dragons did spread a little bit, but we did get this entire core down, which is what we were looking for. So that's good. Hopefully this dragon get rid of this ricochet cannon here. That'd be big if so. But unfortunately there's another ricochet cannon there. Where's the minion prince? His ability to get some good value in this back end over here. Yeah, it looks like the queen's going to die because of the ricochet cannons. So the queen's right there. We'll send the headhunter to help. And, oh, we didn't use our freeze spell. Oopsie. This royal champion, yep. So we'll have to freeze this single probably. Actually, we'll freeze this ice golem, keep him away. We're just playing a game of pull him across the entire map and see what happens. That's literally what we did this time. We pulled him from here to up here to there to back. Let the royal champion. She's gonna have to use her invis to get her through this back a little bit, but she gets some good value with the invis there. So we'll be looking good here. We did just send that ice going across the entire map. Like, that's kind of funny. Need to get this air defense down. There we go. The double ricochet cannon does do some big damage. Oh, this attack is going to be extra close, but this owl does get some good value there. Oh, these mines? Oh, that just got us. So the dragons, I needed to make sure they didn't path this way. But they did go that way, unfortunately. We need them all go the same direction, but we didn't do that. So we're messing up the funnel. I think I'm distracting myself a little bit. That's bad. Okay. Okay, we gotta make sure we get the funnel good. Now, these sweepers are kind of annoying for most people. This rage core and this rage back end. Okay, so we're gonna send the royal champion here, get this monolith. Queen giant arrow right here, get this sweeper. Fire spitter is pointing inward. Okay, so we got rage the core and rage back here at the Yetis for sure. Minion prince ability through the core or the back end. Not sure which one would be best, but we'll see. At 256, we'll drop the invis. There we go. Then at 250, she's going to go invis from the spear fox. Then at, yep, there we go, 250. Then at 246, we'll drop the invis. Get her so she'll path to that monolith next. Well, Tesla pulled up and pulled her a little. 240, she'll go invis. Here we go. 236, drop the invis. A little bit early because I just want to get this monolith down. I don't want to risk anything. And there's not going to be much DPS over here now. And at 226, we can drop the invis. Drop it so it covers the king and that so she can get this X-bow. Just to help. So angle the queen to get the sweepers. Nice, we got sweepers and air defense. Healers for the queen. I'm not going to drop the ice golem yet. I don't think we need it. I am going to drop some dragons here to help. This Diggy's going to help funnel over here. The dragons help get the funnel too. Yep. So for the blimp, send the blimp. The royal champion is still alive. Oops. Okay, we'll rage in this core. We'll freeze in the core too. Drop the ice clone and help tank. Clone, rage the Yetis. I misplaced the clone. I misplaced the clone. Oops. Am I gonna get any of that clone value? No, I just barely missed it. That is not ideal. That's another thing with PC. You think you're clicking the right spot, but I was not clicking the right spot. Minion Principality on his back end. But it'll be fine, because this base is lower level. So we didn't get the clone value, and the Road Champion is helping clean up. And we're still going to have all our heroes alive, and still like 7 dragons. But we could have had way more dragons alive if we would have cloned the Yetis the right spot. Because I thought I was clicking the right spot for the Yetis, but my mouse was here instead of over here. So that ended up messing me up. It's just little things like that. Sometimes you can mess up. So we had 2 attacks get messed up because of being on PC, but we'll fix those mistakes. So it's this base. Okay. From here, we want the Royal Champion to trigger this Invis Tower, and then walk back and then walk back in to get the most value. Then Giant Arrow from down here. Actually, no, from here, because it's only 2 weaker heroes here, and trigger the core. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. Where is she going to go? Drop her Invis. At 250, she go Invis from the Spear Fox. That was close. 246, drop the Invis. That was close. You know what, I'm just going to drop a little early. Because we want to get this value here. Yeah, I'm just getting this early. Drop the Ice Golem. Drop the Queen to trigger. Nice. The Healer. And the Headhunter. So we'll come in from this top angle, yeah. We're not going to switch it up. We're just going to do what works. But yeah, this Diggy's helping with the damage over here. Unfortunately, Diggy and the Queen is going to die, it looks like. It's just too much damage on her. Too much point damage. If we could have been a little bit quicker, like right here, she could have been alive. Clone, Rage the Yetis in the core. We want to get that monolith down. Freeze some of the splash damage in the core. Freeze some of this in the core. Just get that core down. Good thing we came in from this side, because that tornado trap would have been annoying. Okay, so we want to rage back here, I'm thinking. Get through these heroes. Actually, no, we want these heroes to kill our Yetis, so we're just going to wait. Minion Principality back here. I'll wait for him to take down that Ricochet Cannon until we use the Revive spell. But rage through this part now. You want your Yetis to die ideally. You don't want them to be alive, because when they die, they have the Yeti Mites, which do so much damage. I didn't realize the Giga Bomb was right there. This Ricochet Cannon is way out here. So this is a bit modified version of the base, but that's how you can get the Invis compartment down. I played it extra conservative to make sure I get the Invis tower down with the Royal Champion. I dropped the Invis extra early just because I wanted to make sure I got it down. Okay. So it's this base. We want to send the Royal Champion to this Wizard Tower. Get her to get this monolith. That's the value here. Ricochet Cannon here, Ricochet Cannon there. Maybe, just maybe, we switch it up a little. No. So we send the Ice Golem first to help tank for this Ricochet Cannon. And then Queen Giant Arrow through here. Okay. That's what's going to work. So Invis spell. At 256, we'll drop the Invis. We want the Clan Castle to pull her towards the monolith. So at 250, she'll go Invis from the Spear Fox. 246, drop the Invis. There we go. Ice Hound, that's an annoying one. 240 should go Invis from the Spear Fox. There we go. 236, drop the Invis. Not quite get the monolith. But we'll use Giant Arrow from this angle. So we'll drop the Ice Golem. Giant Arrow the core. Healer. And then we'll get the dragons to come this part of the base. I'm thinking. And we're gonna have to make sure we get this back of this royal champion. Z for blimp. We're gonna wait to send the blimp. But yeah, I'm just thinking on my feet for this base. Wait to send E for the Warden ability. Freeze the sweeper. We hit a tornado trap. A little unfortunate. Rage through this monolith. Get the clone ready for the blimp. Clone Rage. Rage Yetis to that core. Okay, where's the Minion Prince? He's still way up there on the healers. Yeah, those Yeti mites getting some big value. Fortunately, didn't get the Fire Spitter. Okay. That King in the core is a little annoying. Minion Prince ability on his back end. He got the air fence. That's what we were looking for. Play some cleanup. Some cleanup, some cleanup. Just waiting till the dragons fly over here to revive the royal champion, help her take out the monolith and that fire spitter with the dragons. And waiting to send this headhunter when there's more tanking over here with the dragons. There we go. I think it's good to send the royal champion now. Should help clean up. There we go. Then we'll get the fire spitter. And that sweeper. And then the monolith. We kind of played it by ear, but she always wins the 1v1 with the monolith. It takes her about 3 shots or 4 shots. I think it's 3 shots, but she'll win that 1v1. We got all our heroes alive. That's good. Basically, the first time in a while we had the queen alive on this base. So just a couple of mistakes, but overall, it was a fun day. It was a good day. It was just a little bit of a learning curve being on PC still. I'll see you guys later.